The Florida Highway Patrol is currently investigating a tragic incident in Flagler County yesterday that claimed the lives of two women. It happened around 12:15 a.m. when a pickup truck heading northbound on U.S. Highway 1 collided with three pedestrians who were crossing the northbound lanes. Following the collision, the vehicle involved left the scene. However, law enforcement later located the 51-year-old driver and his 49-year-old passenger in a local pizzeria parking lot. Tragically, the two women were pronounced dead at the scene, while the third individual, a man, remains in critical condition at the hospital. The Florida Highway Patrol said the incident is still under investigation and charges are pending. Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, January 15th.
A career criminal and ex-con found out the hard way he should have never stopped at the Walmart in Palm Coast, ran inside, assaulting the cashier and stealing the entire register.
It took nearly 2 weeks, but Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says the suspect, 43-year-old John Wakefield, is now in custody.
A real-time crime center and major case detectives worked this case and identified the suspect using technology, and then tracked him to North Carolina and then back to the Orlando area, and working with the Florida Highway Patrol criminal interdiction team in Orlando, he was apprehended.
Sheriff Staley with a word of advice.
This dirtbag came to the wrong county. That should be a warning to other dirtbags that want to prey on our community. Don't mess with Flagler County. We have the technology and the dedicated staff that we will identify you and put you in the green roof inn.
For now, Wakefield being held in Orange County until he's extradited to Flagler County. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Fever Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. 19-year-old Palm Coast resident Noah Michael Urban faces wire fraud charges with a potential 20-year prison term for each offense if convicted. The 19-year-old is accused of stealing at least $800,000 from 5 victims between August 2022 and March 2023. Operating under aliases like Sosa and King Bob, Urban is indicted on 1 conspiracy charge, 8 wire fraud counts, and 5 aggravated identity theft counts. The case, jointly investigated by the FBI and other agencies, is prosecuted by Assistant U.S. Attorney John Cannizzaro. Flagler County's cold weather shelter will be open during this week's frigid weather.
Since the National Weather Service is predicting temperatures only in the 30s during the overnight hours of Tuesday and Wednesday this week, the Sheltering Tree will open its cold weather shelter on both Tuesday and Wednesday for anyone who is without heat. Jaffe Lee, PIO, Preparedness Planner for the Florida Department of Health, Flagler.
The cold weather shelter will open at the Rock Transformation Center, formerly Church on the Rock. This shelter is for anybody in Flagler County who is needing a place to go to be warm. That can include people that are homeless or may not have sufficient heat within their homes or may be living in their cars.
Lee adds Flagler County will also provide transportation to the Sheltering Tree from both the east and west sides of the county.
Flagler County will be providing bus transportation along 2 routes in order to get residents of Flagler County to the cold weather shelter. Also, there will be meals provided at the shelter as well.
Simply call the Sheltering Tree at 386-437-3258 for all the details to stay warm this week. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
It's in its second year, and the Child Health Fair has a new location for 2024.
Organizer and Junior Chamber President Brian Sudrain said that moving the fair to the Buddy Taylor Middle School means that more people should be able to attend, but there's more.
The other main difference is that we'll have a larger focus on our economic development side of the Child Health Fair, with banks attending.
Sudrain said that the hope is to make the fair a one-stop shop for people to get more than just health information. Flagler Health Matters is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11:30 and on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, Brian Sudrain explains how economics figures into a health fair. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Lee Show with your WNZF local sports update.
Flagler County hit the road this weekend. FPC soccer teams competed in the first round of the five-star conference tournament Saturday. The boys defeated University 4-0 for their 10th straight win. Goalkeeper Tegan Paulo is the driving force behind 6 straight clean sheets for the Bulldogs. They play their first ever five-star semifinal tomorrow against Spruce Creek. The ladies bounced back from a 1-0 loss to Bowles Thursday to drop Mainland 8-0 in their five-star opener. Catherine Ouellette and Ivy Chen had 2 goals each. Erin Hughes added 1, and freshman Haley Salmons had a hat trick. Salmons on her growth this season.
I'm actually really happy, and I tried to work hard for it, so I'm glad I got it. I think I improved a lot since I started, and my defensive playing has been a lot better too.
For Coach Pete Hald's team, peaking at the right time is important.
My goal is to play our best soccer in January.
Next up is New Smyrna Beach Tuesday in the semis. The Matanzas boys game against Deltona this past Friday was canceled due to weather. They host DeLand tonight. Basketball, the Pirate boys fell to University Christian Saturday. They take on Davenport this afternoon. The Bulldogs defeated Halifax 58-52 Saturday. They take on the DME Academy Gold team today. Wednesday night, Rich Carroll and I will be at FPC when the Dogs host Matanzas in the Battle of Belterre. Listen on WNZF Radio. Watch on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel and the WNZF Facebook page. Tune in for a chance to win tickets to Friday's Orlando Magic game against the Philadelphia 76ers. Senior Jameer Clark leads the Bulldogs. FPC coach Mike Talley on his star finding his place.
Last year, I think he really didn't understand his role on the basketball team, and now this year, I understand what it means to be the guy to go to when you need him. He's really stepping up for us this year, and I hope he can continue to do that throughout the rest of the season.
For Matanzas, freshman Junior Robinson is averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game. Pirate coach Henry Robinson Sr.
Just watching him and how he's able to handle being the number one guy as a 14-year-old freshman is just unbelievable. That's me talking as a coach and as a proud father.
Tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. The FPC girls split their games in St. Petersburg this weekend. They take on Fleming Island tomorrow. The Lady Pirates host DeLand Wednesday. Wrestling, Matanzas boys Jordan Mills and Mason Obama won titles at the Wolfpack Challenge in Jacksonville. The girls have a home meet Thursday. FPC finished 4th at the Milton Winter Cousins Classic. Matanzas boys soccer player Scotty Wiggins was the Kiwanis Athlete of the Week. FPC running back Amina Najede was honored by Sheriff Rick Staley with the January Great Kid Award. WNZF is your home for local sports with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.